Hey there, folks. Welcome to day 20 of my year of solo board gaming, which has been considered by some, mainly me, and actually only me, to be ill-advised and stupid. Actually, I'm the only one who says it out loud. Probably everyone is thinking that who watches this. Hi. So we have another Bathysphere. I'm going to do two of these. Bathysphere is a print and play game. What I like about it is that it is a campaign. You get to go through the whole thing. This is Bargain Basement Bathysphere of Beachside Bay by Scott Slomiani. I apologize if I'm pronouncing that name wrong. We did a game yesterday. I'm not going to explain all the rules again today. If you need the rules, just go back, watch that game, so that we go into this. I'm sorry, I'm coughing. I'm recording this the same day, except a few hours later, I've now got coffee, so, that's very important. When last we left, we had actually completed and successfully completed this particular level. This is Bathysphere 1A. And we got to mark some things on this little map here, which you can't quite see because I keep holding it off screen. I need to remember this is the view area. All right, so Bathysphere 1B. We're going to do another one of these. Same basic rules are going to apply. We are attempting to get down here. We also have a diver to rescue. More importantly, we have to rescue the diver before we get to this point in the oxygen. If we get to rescue the oxygen, if we get to rescue the diver, before we reach the oxygen that she's under, we get 25 points, which is really huge. That is pretty much going to be why we're going down there. Honestly, I think aside from that and rescuing a few fish, we might not want to bother with much else. So our goal is get to the diver, maybe get a few fish along the way, and then come back up. If we get down here, I'd be surprised. Now, there are some little squirrely things here that are marked 7B and 7F. I believe that those are used later in the game. Those are portals that allow you to, I guess, play other objectives, maybe, given that they have the same number and letter format that the Bathyspheres up here do. We're going to start off with 5, and hopefully we'll do well. We are trying to get at least, so that we can take advantage of the cable map, we want to get at least, I think, 11 points so that we can get anything. We want to get 20 so we get at least one sun and no clouds for the map. And I'll just show you what I mean here. So this is the little, and I don't think that there's a separate things for this in terms of scoring. I know there is for later. But if we get 11 or better, we get one dark cloud, one sun. The sun allows us to draw one more cable. For the dark cloud, we have to fill in 2 areas of 3 size hexes. That's bad. Probably fill in this one over here and maybe like this one down here. But if we get 20, we just get 1 sun. And if we get 29 or above, we get greater than 29, so we get 30 or above. We get 2 of these cables that we can use, and we can connect that up to Allenton Acres, or we can connect that up to Mount, and whatever. You get the point. Let's see. All right, so let's go ahead and save this diver. Our dice pool is going to be 5. We're not using the dice bonus that we earned yesterday to retrieve the diver. And we start off with a bunch of 1s and 2s. Now, this might actually seem like a bad thing, but I will say, like we're starting here, this 2, 1, 2, 2, that is actually really useful. So we're going to do 2 to start off with. Allows us to cross this off. We'll do 1. I'm going to try to remember to remove these from the pool. That'll put us here. It does mean that we're going to need like some very precise rolling at the end. This 1 goes away too. And because we're landing exactly on these spots, we're actually in a pretty good spot to just not have to worry about penalties. I'm going to hold on to the 1, and we're going to go ahead and re-roll, I think. No, I'm going to go ahead and use the 1. I'm going to hope for another 1. So I take out this thing right here. But so far, we're doing pretty well. We haven't had to take any damage. That was a pretty lucky roll. Ideally, we'll have a 1 in this and a 6. All right, so we got the 1. That is definitely going away first. One of the problems we're going to have coming up, though, is it's going to be difficult to get through this without spending a lot of stress. Oh, we did have to lose 1 stress. I'm sorry. We did go over the line, and we moved 1 space past it, so we lose 1 stress. Forgot that those are automatic stresses. And we've now used an oxygen. That is going to be a tough thing for me to remember, so please remind me in the chat. I'm just kidding. There's no chat. All right, so we got 2s and 4s left. And the problem is that this damage here is an odd number of spaces away. We could go 4. 2, 2. That's going to cause 1 damage and 2 stress. And it's going to leave this whole block unavailable to us. But if we do that, we've still got another 2 and 4 after that. We can then hit this for the 2. Might not be the worst thing in the world, and then we re-roll. If we go 4, 4, we go 1, 2, 3, 4. We have to take both of these. That's bad. So 2. 1, 2, 2, 3. Yeah, it's not great. All right. Ideally, we want to make sure that we cover this up. So yeah, we're going to go 4, 2, 2 to start. I'm going to just put all of those aside. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. We've got 1 fish now, but we've now taken our first damage, which is not great. We're going to go 2 more, but that means we also get this 2 stress here, which is also not great. Okay. We're now left with a 4, but at this point I am going to go ahead and use an oxygen to reroll. Because I've got 4 dice that I can reroll. That's huge. Okay. So I've got a number of different things here that I can do. I'm going to do... This is annoying. I can go 2 here. That'll knock that out. Ugh, this is just nasty. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to go 2 to here. That knocks this out. This is going to seem counterintuitive. I'm going to go 1 this way. And now 1, 2, 3, 4. There. We're going to take 1 more stress for going over it. And now we're going to use... that's going to be 2 stress. So if we use this 4, because we have to go 3 spaces, we're going to get 1 stress for going too fast. We're going to get 2 stress for passing over it. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3. But we will get the diver at that point, and that's pretty huge. I could also re-roll at this point. We're still doing pretty well as far as avoiding running out of oxygen before we rescue her. So let's go ahead and roll again. Re-rolling some of the dice. And we get a 1 and a 2. And that's actually perfect. So 2 takes that out without activating it. 1. We've rescued the diver from certain death. I forgot to mark the oxygen. And now we're sort of in this interesting situation where we're going to have to try to see what else we can get as far as points go. But 1, 2, 3, 4. We will land. We went over that, so technically I should have marked that as stress. And that would be damage. Now that we're landing on it again, that's more damage. It's not good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I already used the 4, so let's use the 5 now. That'll allow me to mark that off. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would allow me to land here. Here's the thing. I'm trying to figure out what exactly I want to be doing here. I want to try to get as many points as I can. The 25 I'm going to get for the diver is pretty key. I want to go all crazy running down here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and use up an oxygen because I'm really not liking my... 2, 3, 4. We're right here. Sorry, I should have marked that off instead. We're going to roll this. Hopefully we'll get a 1 and then something to help get us out of there. All right, so that's good. A 1 is helpful because it gets us the fish. Marked off another fish. That's 3 points. We're now at 30 points. We've now got what we want in terms of pointage. The question is now, how do I get out of here? Right now we're here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I already make that move? I already made that move, so never mind. That was bad. 1, 2, 3. That's what I should have done. I'm sorry, I'm taking the 1 back. Sorry for messing all this up. Let's see. I've got a 5 and a 6 and a 1 to work with. I can go 1 back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and take the stress. We're going to jump ahead here. We're going to take the stress here. We're going to ignore all this because we landed on it. That gets rid of the 5. We're going to use the 1. That'll be another one we can knock out. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll take that one. And now we'll go ahead and re-roll. Because that 6 is going to take us too far. It's too much damage to just simply gloss over. Okay, so we've got a number of different things here. We can go 1. 1, 2, 3. That over there. 4, 5. None of those look good. 1, 2, 3 lands us exactly where we want to be. But we would start taking damage as a result. We've got some wiggle room. Again, I'm trying to figure out what exactly do I want to be doing here, and I want to hit some of this fish as much as I can. If I can get to this spot, I'll be happy, but I don't want to trigger all of these. Right now this is 4 away. If I go backwards to here, 3, I can then go 5. And then re-roll. I think that's what I'm doing. I'm going to go back to here for 3. I'm going to go forward to here. And then this 3 and the 6, unfortunately, I don't think I'm really going to be able to use those right now. So we're actually going to go ahead and use an oxygen and roll again. And I know I probably seem like I'm wasting oxygen, but I just think this gives me... Oh, for bloody hell. Alright, well that was bad. Alright, time to start wasting crap then. 1, 2, 3 is going to put me here. However, I do have to use up an item here, so I'm going to go ahead and use up the oxygen. I'm going to go pass over this with the other 3. I'm going to go ahead and take the damage, which I know seems bad. And then I'm going to go ahead and use an oxygen to re-roll, because worst comes to worst, I'm going to use those 6s and just get the hell out. 3 and 2. All right. So 2 puts me here. I was kind of hoping to get onto this spot so I can unlock 7F, but it does not look like I'm going to be able to. So I think at this point I got to turn around. I'm going to land here. That's going to cause a stress. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is going to cause some damage, and I took that damage earlier, so that should not be. Should remember to cross that off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm just sort of skipping fish, and I don't really want to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and use up an oxygen. I got 3 left. 2, 5, and 4. think there's... Oh, yeah, I can go back to forward 5 to claim that octopus. And then 1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm skipping the octopus. I'm just getting the hell out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No matter what, I'm going to get a stress from that, but that's okay. I'm going to take the stress and pass over anything, I think. I've got 5 dice right now because it's the dice next to the last thing you marked. All right, 3 4s and 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go here and go ahead and take the stress. I'm now down to 4, and I used up an oxygen. Don't forget to mark off the oxygen. 3. Discovered another fish. And then I got 4s and 5s for days. I'm going to do the 4, 5, and 5. And I am out, and I'm stressed. Not too much of the stress damage. I still had quite a bit of that to work with. So that was pretty good. I only got 2 fish. I only got 1 octopus, but I got the diver, and that was the important thing. So that's going to give me 31 points total. It's 2 plus 3 plus 1 plus 25 for the diver, so that's 31. Not a great score by any stretch of the imagination. I'm sure everyone else can do better. But on the plus side, I first of all get to add some fish to my aquarium. 1 octopus, 2 fish. So let's do that first. 1 octopus, 2 fish. And I get to draw in 2 cables. So yay. Oh, crud. I knew that there was another chart for this. Crud, 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 crud. That would make sense why it was so much easier to get points in this. Well, that's my fault for not checking. I should have checked this first. So I was supposed to try to get that taken care of, which means I'm going to get a cloud. And I'm also going to get the cable. So that blows. All right, so we'll go ahead and close this one off. Seems the most innocuous. We might as well continue this one. 1, 2, 3 would put me there. 1, that just seems like a waste of a cable, but it's where I'm sitting right now. Could go, yeah, let's do that. 1, 2. All right, so that's a bummer. I should have checked the scoring chart before I got it. It's middle of the road. I got 1 shower, 1. Where do I want this? I want this here. Okay. I should have checked first. I really should have checked first. That's a bummer. But that's it. I'm going to continue to hold on to this. I will come back to this later this year and enjoy doing some more stuff. There's one with 3 divers this time where it's definitely going to be a lot of difficulty to get that. And then we got some aquarium tasks. We got more stuff here. And it's just going to keep going. We have a cemetery at some point. It's going to be a challenge. But that is it for now. Bargain Basement, Bathysphere, a Beachside Bay. I'm going to count that as a loss because my goal was to avoid clouds, and I did not do that. I got a cloud and a sunshine. So that's going to go off to the side, and that's it for now. Join me tomorrow. We're going to continue our print and play week, and we'll see where we go from there. All right. Ciao, everybody.